I'm Joe Gatto! And welcome to Two Cool Moms Podcast.
You always win. That makes you so cool.
If people are listening and not watching, that is a very odd way to start a podcast. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for listening to Two Cool Moms. I am here with my good mommy friend, Steve.
Pleasure to be with you. And by the way, you heard us grunting. Surmise. You figured out.
Surmise.
It's not what you think it is.
Yeah, it isn't. And
Visually, they saw.
I do appreciate your support with my pineapple shirt. I decided to throw on a pineapple shirt here today.
It does look good.
I wouldn't say it looks good. I remember buying this. I was on the road with my good friend Mark Jiggy Jagarjian, right, Jiggy? Yep. And we were at a TJ Maxx because we're Maxinistas. And I popped off on it, and I said, I'm going to wear this all summer. Didn't wear it once in the summer.
No, really?
Didn't wear it once. Didn't wear it once. And
but you
here
know
I
the
am.
significance of the pineapple, right?
Yes.
You've heard about it.
Yeah, I've heard. Oh, but it's got to be upside down, meaning if you want to bang somebody's wife.
It's the cake.
It's the cake. You just blew my
Pineapple
mind again.
upside down cake.
Oh, got it.
But the pineapple, like when it's
Upside down, outside the door of a cruiser.
Come on in.
Comes on in. Water's fine. That's great. I would.
It's such a weird thing.
But you know what a pineapple is, though? A pineapple's worth the fight. There's certain things that aren't worth the fight. I'll give you some examples. Crab legs.
Oh,
the amount of meat, but the amount of meat that you get versus you cut yourself, you get pinched, right? It hurts. Oh, and you get this little great pineapple. You got a hunk. You get in there. It takes some work to get into it, but the juices.
But who's doing it? What are you buying raw pineapple? Nobody buys raw pineapple.
I buy a full pineapple at the market. You don't?
No.
Best way to get pineapple.
Get the slices,
freshest
like
way.
a human being.
Oh, so
you've been on television.
So
you can afford
pay.
this.
So you're too good to slice your own fucking
please.
You're
probably one of those that gets the celery water at Whole Foods for $8 because you got
what
so
about this
much
body?
money.
What about this body says I drink celery water? First of all, I would.
Good.
Do you know how to pick? Do you know how to? Let's give some knowledge here. Do you know my grandfather was big into produce? Do you know how to pick a fresh pineapple?
Do I know how to
trick?
pick one?
Do you know the trick? Like knock on the watermelon. If it sounds hollow, it's a good watermelon.
Okay.
If you pull the leaves up top,
I was going to say something with the stem.
And if the leaf comes out easy, it's ripe.
It's ready to go.
Ready to go.
If it's staying in there.
Staying in there, that baby
not ready.
That baby's still got juices to cook. You don't want to give yet. You want to let it go. You want to let it go in the sunshine.
Pineapple could be one of my favorites of all times. I love pineapple.
I'll tell you, I judge harsh if somebody doesn't like pineapple. If somebody eats a fruit cocktail and takes out the pineapple chunks, forget it. Animal.
Not a friend.
Not a friend.
Was just in Hawaii.
Love pineapple, hands down. Oh, yeah. Now who's got buku bucks?
Well, I was doing a show.
Oh, gotcha.
Breaking even. So, I okay. Flew the family out, broke even. But got the Dole Whips. You know the Dole Whip? Oh, yeah. And then we got these pineapple smoothies. They come in the pineapple. You take the top off. The smoothie's in there.
That's fun.
They hollow it out for the kids. And then you got a nice little chunk of pineapple. Here's the thing about a chunk. To your point, sometimes they're just chewy and but when they when they sat around for a while, they get all nice and sugary.
Sugary.
Oh, there's nothing better than that piece of pineapple.
Some fruits have really cornered the market in being able to use their carcass as a cup. Pineapples,
yes.
coconuts.
Yep.
Right? They got it. You don't see anybody popping a straw in an orange.
No.
Even a grapefruit. No. A grapefruit's big enough to be a cup. Nobody does.
You could do it. Yeah.
You could, but nobody does.
Sour.
Yeah, but nobody does. Like nobody uses a grapefruit cup. It's like, oh, this is good.
Here's one.
Go.
Sourdough bowl bread.
Oh, best
soup.
When you could eat the container, that's when you know you've made it. That's the kind of place you want it.
When you're eating with something
Boston
you're like
chowder.
napking it up to, and you could eat the napkin like you just
clam chowder in a bowl bread. Forget it.
Nothing better.
All day, all night.
I would take a clam. I would take a tomato basil in a sourdough hot dog. That'd be my broccoli cheddar.
Broccoli cheddar gives you the farts, but it's delicious.
What?
It gives you the farts, but it's delicious. Broccoli cheddar.
Sorry, I thought your accent comes in so thick.
Sometimes.
I thought you were saying it gives you the force.
You'll enjoy this broccoli cheddar.
I don't have gas. That was you.
You smelled it. You dumped it.
My uncle actually ate so much pineapple. He lived in Hawaii. He grew up in Hawaii. He ate so much pineapple he almost died. Swear to God, because it's all the acid. It's something like if you have a certain, like if you drink too much water, you could
drown yourself.
Literally drown yourself. Yeah. With it's so acidic. Pineapple's so acidic that you need to eat. You can't eat like an 8-year-old like he was, and just keep mowing something sweet, which he did, and he ended up in the hospital and almost died.
Poisoned himself with acid, pineapple acid. It was the pineapple in a conservatory. Colonel Mustard. Colonel Pineapple.
That's right. Yeah. Colonel Pineapple.
Death by pineapple is not a bad way to go, though. If you had to pick. I didn't even know that was an option, to be honest, on the table.
I didn't know that was an option.
I thought you were just like...
If somebody said, go kill yourself, I'd be like, give me all the pineapples.
I'll just eat your shirt.
That's it.
I'll kill myself with pineapple. What is your favorite fruit?
Favorite fruit?
Yeah.
I mean, I go to...
Nathan Lane.
You got their time code? I like...
There's nothing wrong with that one. Right? Is there?
He's there.
Okay, sorry.
Did you like... I love a cherry.
Oh.
A cherry.
You know what? You know what's
Unsung
great?
hero of the berries.
A black cherry.
I don't see
one-up
color.
you.
I don't see color.
What's the time code on that? I recently had... God,
Yeah,
where
black
was I?
cherry's great. More black cherries. More black cherries. Throw them in my mouth. Going down south. More black cherry. See? That's what I'm talking about.
See, anytime you do this, I just picture us in the car.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's just Joe.
But you know, black cherry is something
Who
you
are
see
you?
in a...
We're on camera.
You're not
There's
even
a-
on
we're
camera
talent.
talent. You're the guy that looks up what a black cherry looks like.
All right, good
God,
producer.
what do you
Producer
got?
Jiggy.
I was saying black cherry, it finds itself in a lot of flavorings for...
Oh, 100%.
Black
But you
cherry
don't-
soda. Yeah, you
Black
don't.
cherry
But you
ice
don't
cream.
see in a supermarket. I don't know if I've seen a black cherry option. You see seeds, like seeded cherries, but
Yeah,
I've never
just
seen
cherries,
just
not black
black
I went
cherry.
to one of those mixologists, and you would
Fancy.
get a black cherry with the drink, and they had a jar of like I don't know if it's fermented,
Oh
but
yeah,
it was like
they're soaked in.
oh, and I was like, just
What
give
were
me
they
the
soaked
jar.
in? Like gin or whiskey or something?
No, it
Or?
was just it was like its own like
Juices.
sugary
Yep.
juice. There was an addition.
I would
to
have
it.
to take that
Oh
as the
my
drink. I'd be like, I'll take
God.
this. Thank
Yeah,
you.
please.
Death by black cherry.
Seriously,
Yeah.
it was that good.
Black cherry is also a great stripper name. That's not a bad stripper name, black cherry. Upside down pineapple's not either. If you go with any fruit, actually, except like rusty apricot. Nobody, welcome to the stage, rusty apricot.
Well, kimchi could be a good
Kimchi
stripper
is
name,
great.
too. There's
Kimchi
another
a fruit? Or
Kimchi
cabbage?
is fermented cabbage.
It's a cabbage, yeah.
hot, spicy cabbage. But
Oh,
Koreans
that's hot
back in the day, they
cabbage.
would
Hot cabbage is not a good stripper name.
Oh,
Kimchi
yeah.
is.
hot cabbage. Hot cabbage is a bulbousy Irish hammered
Hot cabbage.
four.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
No kimchi. Have you ever had kimchi?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I don't mind it, yeah. I like
You don't
bok
like- you
choy
don't like
better.
it, though.
I like bok choy better.
Do you take bok choy?
I like
over
bok choy.
kimchi?
I love a bok choy. Bok choy is one of my favorite surprise greens.
Bok choy could be a
Bok
stripper
choy.
name.
Bok choy, definitely a stripper name.
Yeah.
Any actually the
Or
produce,
relief pitcher. Now pitching
Pitching.
in the sixth inning for the New York Mets.
They're bringing them in from the stable. What do they call that?
the bullpen.
Bullpen. That's it. They're calling them from the bullpen. Bok choy. Bok choy. Yeah. I think stripper names really live in the produce section. Really, fruits are good for stripper names. Vegetables aren't.
The old
Long carrot.
the old comedy bit for a while was Mercedes, Porsche. Why am I getting a dance from Ford Focus?
Yes.
It's like okay.
Kia Sportage
Ran that
to
bit.
the stage.
Ran that bit into the ground. Are you ready to go?
No, we're not. That's
No,
way
okay,
too
here we
early.
go.
You want to talk about something else first?
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
I mean, anything. Do you want to add fucking value and bring up a conversation? Or are you just going to sit here like it's a fucking interview? I feel like fucking Bill Maher. Like, do you want to say something? Jesus Christ. Jiggy, do you want to switch?
Okay. Okay, you ready?
Yes, hit me. Go ahead.
Okay.
Tell me something about it's
Okay.
Tuco Bombs.
Okay, ready?
Go.
What is Jiggy? What is his greatest strength? What is his greatest weakness?
His greatest strength? Loyalty.
And my strength and weakness, and then you, what do you believe is your greatest strength and weakness? And
Strength and weakness.
I'll tell you what yours are.
Okay, strength and weakness.
Yes.
Jiggy, it seems like you're too ready to tell me what my weakness is, by the way. Sorry? It seems like you're very ready to tell me what my weakness is. Like, it feels like this is just a game for you to be able to tell me. Why don't you just tell me what you don't like about me, and we can save the whole rigmarole?
No.
Let's suck up some time.
No. We're getting another 10 minutes
I would
out
say,
of this.
I would say Jiggy's strength, hands down, is loyalty.
Yeah.
The guy's a loyal friend. He's there for you. He's like you can depend on him. He's a loyal friend. Yeah. I would say his weakness is the pace at which he eats. He's a slow, annoying eater.
Really?
Oh, he does.
I've never noticed that.
You don't eat as much with him as I do, but like when he's eating like oatmeal or anything with rice is, it's like an annoying.
Really?
Oh God, it's so annoying. Yeah, yeah. And
So weird,
I think that's fair.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, we're cutting this out, but
But he enjoys food.
He enjoys
He
it.
enjoys
He enjoys it. I said the pace at which he enjoys it is a little lackadaisical for me,
Yeah.
and it's also a little annoying his eating habits. He does a little, like a loud chew, like a little sloppy.
a loud chew.
Not. It's not. It's more like a peckish. It's more like a bird eating, like that. You know what I mean? You have that. But then if you look over at him, you see him eating it. He's like he's just
He enjoys it though. He
does.
really does
Really get
enjoy
into
the
it,
art
yeah.
of food, but also like what goes into making whatever dish it is.
yes.
So some folks want to know everything about a film, how it was made, who wrote it, but Jiggy's like that with, I think, food and ingredients.
You could put a montage together of the 10 seconds when you see your food about to arrive to the table with me, and it could be like a full hour of just me being really excited.
In his other life, you definitely would be a chef, though, right, Jiggy?
For sure.
Yeah, Jiggy loves.
Okay, what is your greatest strength?
Mine? Are we skipping you?
Oh, go ahead.
Yours, I would say compassion. I think you're a compassionate person. I think you care about the way people feel and want them to feel good about themselves. I would consider you one of the most compassionate people I know. Your weakness, I mean, how much time do we have? I mean, it's only an hour episode. I don't know how much you want to know.
This is greatest. Greatest.
Your greatest?
Greatest strength, greatest weakness.
Your greatest strength would be compassion, I think. Your greatest weakness? So many to pick.
Besides comedy.
I was going to say comedy. No. I think you're very funny. I think you're an amazing comedian. I think your greatest weakness is... you know what I would say, Liz? I would say it's this. I would say you're not a great judge of character. I think
Really?
you jump into thinking everybody's great when not everybody is. And I think that you say that because you think about how many people you've introduced me to, and you're like, he's the greatest guy ever. Like that's your go-to line. Like you're always like, he's the greatest. He's the best. Like, and it's not that you're a bad judge of character, but you just throw that title around. I think that's your biggest weakness. Like it doesn't take much for you to think somebody's the greatest.
Okay, so I'll just refer to him as Mark then.
The slow peckish eater. The slow peckish eater. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say that's probably what I would, if I had to pick one, that would be it.
Do I go now or do we do ourselves? We do.
I went.
Ourselves.
Oh, do you want me to do mine?
Yeah. What do you think is yours?
My greatest strength? Mm-hmm. I mean, I had to put up there, I would have to put kindness up there with probably, I don't know, it's either that or generosity, I would say. I feel like I'm a very generous person, but I would say kindness. I think I live and die by be kind.
Right.
I would say that.
I would agree with that.
And then my biggest weakness is probably, I probably cut people out too quickly sometimes. I probably dismiss people too quickly. I don't give as many second chances as I should, I don't think, maybe. I would say. I think that's probably it.
Really?
Maybe. If I had to pick one. Yeah. There's only a couple instances that I'm actually thinking that. I left my ringer on. Sorry, I got to my greatest weakness is I didn't turn my ringer off. Maybe that. Maybe. Well, you know what? I'm thinking about earlier in life, though. I'm not thinking about now. If I had to take a brutal look, I've been doing a lot of self. Oh, you know what? That's probably was my greatest weakness. Definitely was that I didn't take any. I didn't reflect enough on myself. I didn't think. I just operated in a way of thinking like, oh, I'm doing the right thing. Like I didn't stop to take stock. I think I just moved too fast. That's probably what it is. I move too fast sometimes.
Because you're driven.
Yeah.
To accomplish whatever it is.
It is. And then sometimes when you're driving, you forget to check the side view mirrors. And I think that's what happens sometimes.
Meatloaf wrote a song about that, I believe.
Check the side view mirrors by Meatloaf.
Objects in the rearview mirror seem closer than they appear. And there was a lot of metaphors behind it, Joe. Too deep to go into now. As compassionate I am to your ignorance of the artwork of Meatloaf, I would love to describe it to you. I was going to say your
Meatloaf, great guy.
I was going to say your greatest strength is you lead it, but kindness, 100%. Yeah. I think your whole world revolves around it. I mean, whether we were just walking down the street, and the guy, we walked to a coffee shop, the door was shut. We walk over to another coffee shop. The guy, we're walking back, he sees you. I think he might have called you. And then you said, I'm sorry, I got a coffee across your close. And you still walk over and talk to the guy for a few seconds. And you could have just zipped on by or whatever. But you took the moment to be kind. And then there was this old woman who was, this is like, we walked 3 blocks.
Yeah, a lot happened.
3 blocks. Yeah. And there was a woman in crutches that was a little older. And as I was walking past her, I was like, what if she needs an Uber? Or, you know, I'm just thinking, like, just reflexively, you're thinking thoughts to your... And then I turn around, and you're talking to her, and I assume you're like, "Are you okay? Do you need anything?
Okay.
Whatever."
She was out for a walk, and she said she just needed to take a break from walking, so she was standing there for a moment. I said, "Okay."
Yeah, but I've seen you do that so many times.
Yeah, I try. So I guess we agree with my kindness.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Oh. I also think I think it's like that / confidence. You're incredibly confident, but I think the confidence comes from. It's almost like there's. I don't know if this is going to make sense, but like the kindness, the confidence is buttressed by the kindness. Does that make sense?
Buttress.
Buttress.
It doesn't make sense because I know what that word means.
The kindness is in support of the confidence because the confidence, you're hitting the dance floor, you're going to the mall, you're picking somebody's French fry up, you're taking selfies, but it's like the confidence all stems from an interaction to be kind to people. Does that make sense?
Yes,
so like
that does.
you use like your confidence to be an invitation to be like,
yes,
I'm going to make you smile in about 2 seconds. I'm going to leave you for the rest of your life. Okay. I'm going to make you smile, and you'll never see me again for the rest of your. But it's like we're exposed and around all different types of people in this industry, and you've always taken the time, more than anybody I've ever. I've never seen anybody be so recognized, but also like so not bothered by it, and you're willing to like. 3 blocks. He FaceTimed the girl.
Yeah.
The guy's moving furniture. And he's like, Joe, take a picture. We went the wrong way. We come back. Hey, say hi to my girl. And you're saying hi. It's like, I mean, you could just, guys, I got to eat. Like, you just don't do that.
Well, that's the way I'm built, Steven.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
I appreciate that.
Great. What's my greatest weakness? You really butted me up to tell me my greatest weakness.
To me.
To me. For me. Let's see.
I would say it's not, but it goes back to like what we're talking about
hit me with it
about the like when you're eating and something.
Yeah,
like there's like an impatience sometimes to like it's disgusting. Get it away. Like
that's the second chance I spoke about.
But the second chance, yeah. But I think there is like
quick to judgment.
Yeah, maybe that's it. But it's not like it's not done in like a bad way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's not really with people. Do you feel like it's that with people?
I don't think it's that with people.
No, it's just quick to judgment on scenarios and food.
Yeah, but it's also like if we're going to do something, like if we gotta be, it's just like we gotta be here by 5, or we gotta get this stuff done, or there's like, I think it's just like
I'm all
there's
business,
an urgency,
a little bit of business, a little too much business sometimes, maybe.
But I don't know. That's a weakness, though.
Well, it could be. It depends on the situation, right? Somebody's telling me about their, troubled time they have, and I'm looking at the clock because I got to go do something, or we got to start something. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weakness, but.
Well, thanks. That was great. That was very nice of you. Do we do ourselves?
My greatest strength is I'm a good liar.
Yes, you are.
And I lied the last 8 minutes.
That's great. You did great. Yeah. And also, you're not that great a liar because we knew you were full of shit. You're like, you gave me back my answer on both of them.
But they were my versions of them, though.
Okay.
They were my interpretations.
All right, Zack Snyder.
Do you want the 4-hour cut or the Warner Brothers 2-hour cut?
There we go. I got you. No, good. You got the time in. Let's do it. Let's help some people.
Okay.
I appreciate you, Stevie.
Jiggy's greatest weakness is when the bill comes for any meal we've ever had.
And he turns into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh, he's got no arms.
I can't even reach the pockets. They're too far away.
No, he's like the dude in My Left Foot. He's like, I can't.
No, my Capital One credit card is out of reach. I can't reach it.
Okay, here we go with some questions. Now,
thank you for submitting your questions to @2coolmomspod at gmail.com or on Instagram in our direct messages. Please follow us @2coolmomspod on Instagram. There we go.
Thanks for getting that out of the way, Joe.
I got it. I'm here a little bit of business. I'm all business.
You're very impatient to get
all
to
business, guys.
Yeah.
Read the question.
Coming to us from Dylan.
Hurry up.
What's up, 2 Cool Moms? Joe, you love to gamble and eat. Do you just gamble and eat at whatever casino venue you're performing at in Vegas, or do you have favorite spots to gamble and eat? Steve, you like to eat and drink. Do you have a favorite spot to eat and a bar you like to visit when you're in Vegas? I live in Vegas, and I just want to pick your brains about your favorite spots in my hometown. P.S. Thanks for making me laugh every day. It's much needed. Your friend Dylan from Vegas.
Thanks, Dylan. We're speaking of a new bar that you were talking about. You were telling me about. in Vegas.
You and I both love Vegas.
Yes, for
we
sure.
have a deep affection for Vegas. So
100%.
I love this question.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite spot to eat at? And then
For hands down for me, it is the restaurant Catch in Aria. Love that place. A close second for me is what's the name of the place that we went at the place where everybody sat? My birthday. Beach Club.
Kenzie. I'll look.
Yeah, it's in the Mirage. Not the what's that called now? It's not the Hard Rock anymore. It's the Virgin. It's in the Virgin Hotel.
Okay.
And it's called Jiggy will tell us in a minute.
oh, with the DJ.
Yes. Well, you were there. You were there.
Yeah.
I like that place.
That was a great restaurant.
Great restaurant, great food, really nice vibe. Everybody was really good there that worked there.
Catch and Aria, what is
Catch
that?
and Aria is a delicious seafood place.
Okay.
Great ambiance. The staff is unbelievable. Really, really nice. And that's where I normally stay when I'm in Vegas. I stay at the Aria. And I just, every time I go, I make sure I have one meal there. And my favorite place to gamble is not the Aria. I don't like gambling there as much as I do other places.
What's your favorite gamble spot?
Honestly, it's not Las Vegas. I mean, I gamble in Vegas because I'm there.
Right.
But I don't I much rather, my favorite casinos are not in Las Vegas, you know.
Would you say your favorite is AC because of the memories you have?
No,
growing up,
AC
or-
definitely ranks for me. I like it. I like AC. I like the Hard Rock and AC. I like Borgata. But for me, for gambling, I think one of my favorite ones ever would be the one that we ended up in Ohio, the Hollywood Casino.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a great.
That was an epic night.
Yeah, it was a great night. But I've been in that casino a couple times.
Really?
Which I like. Yeah, I also like the Hard Rock down in Tampa, where we were just at. That's a really nice casino. The only thing about the Hard Rocks, those down there, the Florida ones, they don't have the dice. So,
Oh, really?
So I play blackjack, but that's all right. Yeah, but I think in Vegas, I mean, I don't really. I gamble wherever I'm at, and for me, it's always the gambling's always about who I'm with, not necessarily
Right,
there.
right.
The only thing that affects it really is if the people who are working the craps table are good at their job or not.
Yep.
So if they're not, that annoys me pretty quickly.
And to complete the shout out, it's Kazi Beach House.
Kasi,
Kassi. Kassi.
Kasi. Kasi Beach House
Got it.
is phenomenal. Highly recommend.
It was a great meal.
Yeah, you were there.
I was there for, it was your birthday?
My birthday, yeah,
Yes.
it was your birthday.
Yeah, I believe. I would say Peppermill. Peppermill is one of those iconic diners. So a great spot. I think they're just going back to 24 hours. So when you
I love
boozed
a
it up,
24-hour, yeah.
go there.
great.
Every seat is a booth. So you're not sitting there going, can we get a booth?
Right, that's all that is.
Every seat's a booth. It's got like these fake, what are the cherry blossom trees in there. A lot of neon lights and everything. The portions are big.
Nice ambiance.
Staff is awesome. Tons of movies have been filmed there. So it's Peppermill is one of my favorites. And then Best Friend, Roy Choi's Korean restaurant in Park MGM. I'm a huge
You just went
huge
there
fan of his.
Recently
but-
told me a story about that, right? Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you know, people think Korean barbecue instantly. He has that, but he's got like all these other incredible dishes, and they got a bunch of vegetarian kind of vegetable options or whatever.
Next time we go, veggie options.
Yeah, veggie options.
Yeah, next time we go.
those
What
are my
is?
two
Didn't you just tell me? You just told me about a bar that you were. I just like 2 days ago we were talking about Vegas. You're like, oh, there's this bar that you found.
Well, I love going to the barber shop. Is that what
That
you're
was
talking
it.
about?
Yeah. That's what you told me about.
Barbershop's great. That's at Cosmo.
Yes, that was it.
And
The barbershop.
You literally walk into the venue and it's a barbershop, right?
so cool.
But then you go into the showroom and it's maybe 300 people.
Great.
And this band is up there and they're playing every song you know. They play everything you know. They're walking through the crowd. These guys are from Savage Garden, Lifehouse, like established bands that we all kind of had the 90s or whatever, and now they're in Vegas just rocking out.
So fun.
And then they go hang out with you outside at the Chandelier Bar. I love that spot, but the Griffin is my spot downtown. The Griffin's like a locals kind of dive bar.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it.
It's downtown.
Downtown on Fremont Street.
What's the place that we threw the dice down there?
That's Binion's. The
Binion's.
original home
Fun.
of the World Series of Poker.
It's right. Binion's was a good
And
time.
that's why I like if I'm gonna like gamble, like you gamble like in a different way, right?
Yeah.
But I like to, if I'm gonna gamble, I'll play like $5 or $10 hands because I'm just not that into it or competitive, or like I don't have a passion for it. But I love going to Binion's because it's like $5 a hand, but you're in this like time capsule of Las Vegas because those are all holdovers from the 50s.
Yeah.
And
You love nostalgia, though. That's your thing.
I do love the history of Las Vegas.
It annoys
absolutely.
you, right? Everything gets knocked down. They throw up a
I
Cheesecake
hate it.
Factory. You fucking hate it.
But it's like,
There's
how
a
do you
Walgreens
not
on the strip. It's like, what the fuck?
the sands? Like, how do you
I know,
tear
it's
that down
crazy.
or not keep any entity of that? Like, keep the floorboards at least
It's like knocking down the pyramids and putting up a Starbucks. Same difference. It's like you go to Cairo, 3, 2, 1, push the dynamite, pff, all falls and you erect, boom, boom, boom. Here's a drive-through McDonald's. Help yourselves. Try the double pyramid with cheese. Nobody wants it. That's what I'm talking about. It's a slap in the face to all of Vegas. And I want to say to everybody out
Egyptians.
there. And Egyptians. Everybody's mad about it. Also, the Luxor really went downtown. Really fell apart. Have you been there lately? Oof. Oof,
My favorite Vegas joke is my buddy has this great joke. It's one of my favorites. He got in a cab. There's a cab in front of them. You know, you're leaving the airport, and the cab in front of them is just taking their time. And he reads the bumper sticker that says, "If you don't like my driving, call 1-800-EAT-SHIT." So he calls 1-800-EAT-SHIT. He gets the buffet at Circus Circus.
Very fun.
I love that joke. That's one of my favorites.
Also, there's some Vegas spots. All right, we did
Vegas
that.
is the best.
Love Vegas.
Have you ever done the roller coaster at New York, New York?
No, when I went with, I had gone in between times when I haven't been there, but my daughter was too young. But now she's old enough to go. So next time I go with the family there, I'm sure I will.
But she'll love it now because there's a whole arcade. It's like a Dave and Buster's.
Where is that? It's
in New York, New York.
New York, New York. Yeah, we
So
went
to get to the roller coaster,
We
you gotta
went
go through the
downstairs.
arcade.
She rode her first carousel there. So downstairs they had a 3-horse little one.
Yeah.
And she got on it, and I think she was 2 or 3 when we went the first time. Yeah, no, she was. I didn't have Remo, so she was under 3. And she got on and she rode her first. And I have a video of her riding her first carousel in Vegas down there. Yeah, and she flipped out. She loved it. So we walked by and there was a roller coaster there, and I said, I should put her on the roller coaster. She's like, "What are you, crazy?" No, I was like, "She can't ride it anyway. We'll come back." But she's a daredevil, so I think she'll like it. We got to go back.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
But I think the Wynn is my favorite casino.
I recently just went there. I went to
beautiful.
see a comedy show there, and then I hung out and we tried to gamble for a minute, but every table was $900 minimum, and I was like, I'm not going to do this here, and we just left. It was a Saturday night, so it really pumped up. But that's a beautiful, beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah, I love
it
the Wynn.
smells beautiful in there.
Yeah.
Like they're pumping
Gorgeousness.
perfume in there.
Yeah, they're pumping perfume.
Gorgeousness in there. Yeah. It's coming to us from Sarah. So Dylan, good luck to you in Vegas.
Hope that helped, Dylan. Hope you got some. He lives there,
Some
so
good spots,
hopefully you found some good
You've
spots.
probably been to these anyways.
I know. They're like, why would you ask tourists? That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like asking somebody what's the best New York pizza.
Okay, this is coming to us from Sarah. Hi, mommies. Welcome back, and I hope you had an amazing break. First off, I love you both. Thank you for the hours and hours of laughs, and I have a special place in my heart for you. Second off, Steve, can you play Wingman for me, please? Sure. Joe has been living rent-free in my head for quite a while now, and it's racking up a hefty bill. I'm nice. I have a dog. I can cook and bake well. Hello, sweet treats on tap. And we share a lot of similarities in personality and views. I mean, that's enough, right? I'm 34 and British. Thanks so much. Is this a question?
No, I don't think it's a question.
I think she's just asking me to be her wingman.
She's just hitting on me through you.
For you.
Be a wingman.
Now I got it.
For her, to me. You are being a conduit in this situation.
Got it. I'll hold the camera. That's what she's asked me to do. Steve, can you hold the camera and shut your mouth? Just keep us both hydrated. Do you have any Gatorade?
British?
She's British. She's 34. She's got a dog.
34. You could do way better than me. Come on.
She can cook.
She can cook. Well, that's good.
She can bake.
Bacon's important. Well,
Hello.
a lot of people think they could bake, but you know.
What if she can?
If she can, that'd be great. I'll take a cupcake.
You love your
I love
pastries.
sweet treats. I love me some sweet treats.
You share a lot of similarities in personality and views.
Yeah, but don't you think opposites attract? You don't want the same, right? Isn't that right? Like, yeah, got to compliment each other, the yin and the yang. You know that because you're Asian.
Well, I'm not MC Scat Cat.
Listen, I'm just looking to take 2 steps forward here and talk to you about this.
I'll take it 2 steps back.
Okay, well, opposites do attract. We're right. I would say, you know, it's a natural fact. I think Paula Abdul, I love her.
By the way, still
the best. She's
unbelievably gorgeous. I had the biggest crush on her.
She's great.
Straight up, now tell me, when that video came out, I was like, what?
Yep.
Like it just all perfect storm. I think I'm like in middle school at that time. The song comes out and you're just like, oh my God, girls, a girl. And then I saw her, I was like, what the? And then kind enough to meet her after one of your shows.
Yeah.
And it was one of those
Yeah, she came out to
where-
the LA show. And I remember my
She looks the
agents
same.
who have seen me do so much and accomplished so many things in my life were never more proud of me than I had Paula Abdul come see me do stand-up in Los Angeles. It was crazy. They were like, Paula Abdul was here. I was like, yeah, I know. I'm friends with her. She's great. Yeah, she's phenomenal. She's the best. Yeah. Yeah, I think you need like opposites attract. I kind of agree. I don't really agree with most statements that are just talk about like they kind of like blanket truth, romance, and love. Like opposites attract. You know, those kind of things. Like I don't really think that, but I do feel like you do need somebody to complement you in a relationship. If it's too much of the same, what are we going to sit there and just be down in donuts by the dozen, being two fat scats, kitty cats on the fucking couch?
And that's a fact.
And that's a fat. I don't know. Would you say you and your wife have opposite in you, or are you similarities?
We're very different.
Yeah.
Completely
different.
Yeah.
See,
She's a morning person. I'm a night owl.
Yeah.
She doesn't get flustered. She's super cool under pressure. She is extremely secure in herself, which is an aspect of her personality I really appreciate because, you know, being gone so much, she's just never like, you know, never sweating me or anything. But she's great. She's fantastic. She's very opposite, though. She's a lot more conservative in terms of like, I mean, we're both pretty outgoing when, and then I wanted this, it's like, Steve, you might want to dial it down. She's there to keep me in check. But yeah, I think we're very opposite.
Do you think you and I are opposite? Or do we share more similarity?
I think we're probably more similar than we're dissimilar. I think we both root for the underdog. We will both take times with people that we know aren't like the high school quarterback, and you know, we'll pump up the tires and stuff. For sure.
I think if we made a list of similarities and dissimilarities, if that's even a word, we would have more words on the similarity side.
I think the biggest difference between us is that you're successful.
I think you don't. Let me pump you up a little bit here,
but you know what I'm talking
you're
about,
on a podcast with me.
That's true, man. This is so cool.
There you go.
Hey, wait.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I mean, success can only be measured in dollars and fame. So I mean, how are you measuring it? Because we both have some money in the bank. We both get recognized on the streets. You're getting stopped for FaceTimes all the time and helping old ladies across the street and people opening coffee shops that have been closed for you. Happens to you every day in 3 blocks.
It's nice to be in the same industry and then somebody comes up and is like, "Can you take this for me?"
That's one of my favorite Colin Joe stories ever. Colin we were in New Orleans celebrating somebody's bachelor party, and Colin was with us, right? So Colin was there, and the show had been on for, it was like I guess it was like season 4 or 5, whatever, because Colin it was his first season doing Weekend Update, being on the desk, right? So we're going around, and I think Sal actually might have been in the same group with us. He was there, right? So everybody stopped. Oh my God, can we take a picture? And everybody's giving the phone to Colin. It was me, Sal, and Colin. Well, he's like, could you take a picture? So Colin's like, a million pictures, right? So finally, I'm at the ATM. I'm getting some money, right? And I turn around, and a guy has walked by and sees Colin, and he goes, "Oh my God!" He's like, "Oh my God!" He's like, "You're Colin." He's like, "I love you on SNL." And Colin's like, "Oh, thanks so much." Colin's like, "Thanks, man. It's so cool to meet you," or whatever. And he goes, "Oh, can we get a picture?" I said, "Yeah." And he turns around to him. He goes, "Oh, could you?" And he sees it's me and hands me the camera. He's like, "Could you take a Joe?"
Oh no, he finally got it.
And then he goes, "Oh, can we get it?" He takes a selfie with me and then walked away.
Oh God, no,
so
really?
Up that me and Sal were there. It was so funny. And then Colin was like,
"Well, Colin's had we did radio together in Nashville once."
Yep.
This is my favorite. This is when, like, you know, this industry will always put you in your place.
Oh, for sure.
Always. And we're doing a radio show because Colin and I are doing a night at Zany's together, and this guy is geeking out. Colin's in the studio. "Colin, oh my God, it's so great to have you. And Steve, thanks for coming in today." And he's like, "Colin, I just want to get to you real quick. She went to Harvard and you wrote for the National Lampoon." And Colin's like, "Yeah, I did that." And he's like, "Tell me about it." So Colin tells him about it. He's like, "And then you became head writer from the Lampoon of Saturday Night Live, and you're like 24 years old. So tell me about that." And Colin's like, "Yeah, I'll tell you about that." And so the guy's like, "My God, and now you're head writer, and you're also on Weekend Update with Michael Che. Like, can you tell me about that?" And Colin tells him about that, and he goes, "Oh, man, it's so awesome, man. Colin, I could talk to you all day." And then he goes to me, he goes, "And Steve, you're Mexican?" I was like, "What? What? You're Mexican? Do I even look Mexican?"
No.
I mean, not that that'd be an insult or something like that. I guess,
amazing.
But like,
Mexican's like the first race I picked for you. Yeah, that's
my last
crazy.
name's Byrne. That doesn't even sound Mexican.
No.
I'm definitely half Asian.
Yeah,
I mean, you could pick. It was crazy.
Oh my God, what did you say? Oh.
We absolutely. I mean, Colin especially. We both just keeled over. I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
Oh my goodness! I hope you said yeah. Like, yeah, that'd be great. Oh my God,
no
that's
habla inglés.
Sorry, pal. Sorry. Mi amigo Colin.
But what was one where you got kind of stiff-armed, where you got put back in your place? I'll tell you mine that, and I think I might have told you this, but people constantly, to this day, how do I know you? Where do I know you from? Constantly. Yeah. I get it all the time. And I don't answer it. I go, I don't know how you do. I don't know how you don't know me. I don't explain
why.
Yeah,
I get that. I hate that. On the plane. What will happen a lot on the plane was the person sitting next to me doesn't know me.
Yeah,
somebody's coming down the thing, flips the fuck out. Joe, can we take a selfie? They take a selfie. I'm on the plane. The person next to me goes, "Oh, I don't know you. Who are you?"
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you answered the question. Like, I'm not going to sell myself. I was like, oh, I said, now they just know me, and they're like, oh, but from where? Oh, what do you do? And then, like, I'm not going to sit here and read my resume. Like, It's just, if you don't know me, don't know me. And honestly, that's fine. I don't care if you don't know me. You know, I do not need people to know me. But it's just what you
so want
weird.
Is one more person to know who you are.
I know, right? So it's just weird to like try to explain yourself to what, you know, because it's kind of like asking, oh, what do you do? But in a different way. It's like, oh, why should I know you?
Or how about this one? Should I know you?
Should I know you's the best.
Yes, you should.
But I love when you get pictures like, oh, I want to take a picture. You're my boyfriend's favorite. Oh, my dad watches you all the time.
Just you want to.
Yeah, just take a picture.
That? Be cool. My favorite, though, to this day, I don't know if we said it on the show.
We did with this folding over, climbing over Justin.
Well, that one.
Oh, no, what were you going to
say? The woman from Buffalo.
Oh, that's the best.
Now, gets to stepping. That's my favorite.
Gets to stepping.
My favorite I've ever seen.
That's a great line. Gets to stepping.
Now, gets to stepping. So, Sarah, I don't know that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think as much
but
as
I appreciate you. Love you for being a fan. Thanks so much.
Yeah. I'm available.
I will take desserts though. I'll take desserts. Male desserts.
Okay. This is coming up from Katie. Hello, moms. Glad you guys are back. Thanks for the advice you gave me about my sleeping problems towards the beginning of the pod. Your tips didn't help at all.
But she's still listening.
My question is, what is a day in your life like when you're off from stand-up filming touring? Can both of you walk us through a day from sun up to sundown? Give us details and specifics. Love you both, Katie. Katie, I will tell you, my day off is so easy to tell you what it is.
Okay.
Because everybody else's weekend, your Saturdays and Sundays, that's my Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday is my weekend, right? So I go home. I will sleep in till about 1 in the afternoon. Sometimes 2. Not joking. I love sleep. It is my superpower.
For sure.
I will get up. I will go to Arby's. I'll go to Taco Bell. I'll go to McDonald's. Pick one of those. It just depends what I'm feeling. McDonald's probably. I'll do a quarter pounder, large size, no onions, extra pickles, large fries. I'll get a 4-piece nugget on the side just in case.
In case
barbecue sauce. Yep. Do me up with a Coca-Cola, and I'm out. I go back home. I sit down. I watch Sports Center. I zonk out. I take a nap after that. I'll probably sleep for an hour and a half. My kids will come home. I'll play baseball with my son. Play volleyball with my daughter. I'll grill something nice on the grill. And then I go back to the couch and I sit there and I don't move for the next 6 hours. And that's my day.
That's Monday.
That's Monday. That's what I do. It's completely shut it the fuck down.
Wow.
And I love it. I love sitting on my couch and just watching movies, watching docs. It's the best.
It's your reboot day.
Total reboot day, yeah.
You put a lot out into the world. It takes a lot of energy to do what you do.
I just give.
You do. You make people.
And all they do is take. All you guys do is take.
Each
I mean, you're
one of you.
asking questions.
Everyone.
I'm just giving again, even on my day off.
Everybody does, especially you.
Now, your day off, what do you do? Let it go, Joe.
Sorry.
Let it.
Stop it. Just stop it. If I'll take it during the school year, not during the summer, because summer was totally different. But during the school year, I wake up at, I come home, right? So I'll wake up
when
at
do you wake up?
6 a.m.
What the fuck?
Yeah, take the dogs downstairs.
Oh, because you got dogs?
Yeah,
6 a.m.?
Yeah, 7 of them sleep.
Oh, dude. The last time I got up at 6 was like for high school.
Yeah, take them downstairs.
Oh.
I go ahead, take them downstairs, and then I go back to sleep. I go back to sleep till about 8:30.
Wait, when do you go to bed?
I go to bed about 11, 12.
Okay, so you're getting 6.
Around there, around midnight probably normally.
Okay.
And then I'll wake up. We'll have breakfast. Then we'll normally do some sort of vet run or whatever. So one of the oldies, the veterinarian, because somebody's probably got to go to the vet.
Oh, I thought you were running.
With the
I
dogs,
was like, really?
No, with the doggies. I'll get to most of my house to-dos, pay some bills, things like that, because when I'm home, I got to take care of that shit.
You do all the bills and stuff?
All that, yep.
Oh, my wife does that.
I do all the bills, so I, pay the bills. Laundry, sort what I need, go to the dry cleaner, drop my shit off, things like that. Like, it's mostly my weekend.
You're doing
to-dos.
errands.
I do errands, yeah. I'm not above an errand. And then I'll have for lunch, I'll go and eat something. And then I will come back, hang out.
Dude, this day sucks, man. It's like you're working.
Yeah, it is. And then
fuck that. I like my day.
I'll write a little bit, maybe if I can. Then at night, I will, when the kids come home, I go pick up the kids at school, and then we do 3 o'clock homework. We do the homework together.
Oh, fuck. This is your day off?
And yeah, and then the kids will get dropped off wherever they have to go, and it'll be me and Bessie. We'll either, take another different dog to a vet, or we'll hang out.
You have a punch card?
A cup of coffee, 3 o'clock.
Okay.
And then after that's dinner time, 5:30, we all sit down for dinner. 6 o'clock, us, the in-laws, everybody eats.
Yeah.
And kids get showered, tuck the kiddies in, and then it's to the office for a couple hours
What do you
to
do in the
write,
office?
video game, watch a movie, do something, decompress for a little bit, and then go to bed.
So you watch a movie like at your desk?
No, I have in my office. I have a little setup with a TV and a little couch. Yeah,
Dude, your day off is like still work.
yeah, for sure. I'm always working, baby.
Dude, how can you just shut your eyes and imagine waking up at 1:30?
Yeah.
Getting in your car and just eating McDonald's? Like, that's what better way to start your... I mean, that's so...
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it works for you. Your day sounds like too much. It's too much of nothing. I would go crazy.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
But when you're like when you're on the road though, you do a lot of.
That's when I work. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you do a lot of that. So
I'm doing
like
my
on
writing
my road, I'll video game on my Switch a little bit. I'll
What's your
watch movies. Right now it's Zelda. But it could be anything. But I'll do I'll do that kind of stuff on the road.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm home, it's more about like, okay, I'm home. Let me figure out this, hang out here and help out with the fam and help out with the dogs are a big thing. Like that's a huge part of my life. It's basically a second job.
If you didn't have the dogs, how much
much
time of your week would be back to you? Days?
6 days. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy the amount of dogs, the work that it is. I mean, running a nonprofit's another job. Yeah.
So, what got you into the dogs? Just curious. Like, what instigated?
Bessie started it all. Yeah, Bessie,
Really?
Yeah, Bessie started with the rescuing, and we got Biscotti, who's my favorite dog.
Yes.
And we got Biscotti, and
Were you always a dog person, like as a kid?
I had a dog growing up. One dog. I had one dog my whole life. Lived 17 years. I got with the guy when I was 16 years. I got her when I was 1, and then she died when I was 17.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, beautiful little schnauzer named Midnight. She was the best. So I had one dog growing up. Then when we rescued Biscotti, we got Cannoli. We bought Cannoli, and there was all these health problems, and we were like, oh, this isn't good for us. We did a little bit of research. Bessie dove in, found out about all the puppy mills and all this bullshit about how bad it is with breeding and whatnot. Right. And then we just opened our eyes to rescue, and then we met Biscotti. Got Biscotti, loved the feeling of rescuing, and we just started down that path. During COVID, it really stepped up. And then we said, you know what, we could do more good if we started our own nonprofit and helped find these dogs home instead of just collecting these dogs. So we started doing Gatto Pups and Friends, as you know, which is the nonprofit. And with that, we started, doing the rescuing, and then also just giving, they call it hospice, when you foster and hospice a dog that's dying so it doesn't die in the shelter.
Yeah.
So we started doing that. We got a bunch of half-dead dogs at the house. And yeah, it just takes a lot of work to do.
Your house is like if Michael Jackson was a dog, like you could do the Thriller video with all the dogs. They're just kind of like
for sure. Bum, bum. It looks like the turtles from Mario. The zombie ones. That's it. That's right. That's what it sounds like. My dogs wake up in the morning like.
Oh, he's got to take a shit.
Yeah, but some of them are. Most of them are cute. Some of them are just.
Why is it when you have 30 dogs? It's like, wow, that's awesome. But if you have 30 cats, it's like, that's a crazy person.
That person got problems.
What's the difference?
Because a cat and a dog. Cats are just stupid and disgusting, and dogs are awesome. Like,
I don't disagree with you.
Dogs are. You hate your cat.
I hate my cat.
I hate your cat.
It's not my cat.
You had a cat who used to retaliate against your slippers, right?
Yeah, Thriller.
Thriller used to shit.
Thriller
in your
would shit in my shoes.
Yeah, there you go.
And piss in my shoes and shit my shoes.
My dogs only shit on the linoleum. They're gonna have an accident in the house. They know to go to the linoleum. Stay off the carpet. They know
for sure where to go. Really?
Yeah.
How severe is the beating?
Pretty bad.
Yeah,
pretty bad. I don't want to really talk about it on here, but it's bad.
Okay, this is coming to us from
They just blind and walk in circles. That's all they do.
Cole, I believe is how you
Cole
say
on Cole.
this.
C-O-L-E. V-O-N. C-O-L-E.
Here's my question. Hi, two cool mommies. My name is Colleen.
Cole. C-O-L-E. Colleen has 3 extra
No,
letters.
Cole with 2 L's. C-O-L-L. So how would you say that? C-O-L-L is her handle. How would you say that?
Oh, you just looked at her handle, then you said, hi, it's Colleen.
No. The name at the top is C-O-L-L. That's what I always do. Right there. So how would you say that?
Cole.
That's what I said.
Okay.
But then
Why don't you read them? Why don't you read them first before you jump in?
Because I like
You're no
the,
good
I
at
like
the handles.
spontaneity.
Okay, that's great.
I love the
It always works out for us too. If we look at a highlight reel of all the times you nailed it on the going by the handles, you're like, "What's this
I
person's
rarely
name? Number
ever-
sign? Who names their kid number sign?" And it says, "Hey, Steve, it's
Sign.
Frank."
Yeah, I'm like, I'm a dipshit. All right, it's Colleen from Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, all right.
Let me know when you guys are here. I'll buy you both dinner.
We'll
That's
be there.
very sweet of you.
We'll be there.
My question is, I want to.
Sorry, JoeGattoOfficial.com. Take a look at the tickets, and I'll let you know when I'm coming there.
Are you going to Cleveland soon?
Yes, I am.
By the way, lovely city. People dump on all the time. I'm from Pittsburgh. People hate on Cleveland. I love Cleveland.
You're coming.
I am. Am I going with you?
I just invited you, and you said yeah. So Steve will be there too.
No. Okay. My question is, oh boy, I want a tattoo to represent Joe and Steve. You guys have helped me single-handedly through my father's passing, and I re-listen to your podcast always. I want something on my body to show for it. So for each of you, what tattoo would you want to represent you each on my body forever? I'm not a tattoo guy.
No.
That's not
Well,
my
I
thing.
think she's just asking what.
Let's say hypothetically.
Yeah, what picture?
If it was
in picture form, what represents? You look at it, you go, oh, that's very Steve Byrne. Not a picture of you, like what it would be.
I would
like
pray
for me,
to God nobody would ever brand my. Okay, good. Yeah,
for
what
me, I
was
would
your-
say I've done this a lot. I have people ask me a lot, what can they tattoo because I'm famous. So people ask me all the time, what tattoo can I get of you? Something you don't have to deal with. So they ask all the time. What can you?
It was the extra stare though, because I'm famous.
It's a famous person.
Just a
You're
little
the problem. I would say the thing that I do, because people ask me, oh, I want to get a tattoo, blah, blah, blah. Could you give me something? So I draw a paw, but I use a heart as the middle part. So there's a heart in the middle, and then it turns into a paw
puppy
print.
paw.
A puppy paw with a heart and then paw print. So that's what I've been doing. But I also have signed people, and they've tattooed my name on them, which is a little weird too. I've had that happen a lot.
How does that make you? Because it's like
That seems a little
they're
extra.
doing it because they appreciate you so much.
That's crazy. That I've affected somebody so much that they want their name tattooed forever on me. My daughter, my wife doesn't have that on her. My daughter doesn't. My son, but this stranger in Cleveland, Ohio, does. So like I started doing that. I think that's good. I mean, if you're going to do something that represents me and you, I mean, I would do yin yang parmesan, right? I would do a yin and a yang, and on one side to represent me, I'd be the white side, you'd be the black side because you're a little darker than I am, a little edgier. I would do the white side, and where the little dot is, I would put a die, and I'd like a dice,
Okay.
like because I love to gamble.
Yeah.
And then on your side, I would put a slice of pizza because you love to eat.
I do. I would think it'd be weird for a girl to have a slice of pizza.
How about a
tattooed
martini
on her.
glass?
Sure.
A martini glass with
Shot
a little
glass.
shot glass.
Shot glass with whiskey.
That'd be great.
Or 4-leaf clover.
A 4-leaf
little
clover is
Irish,
great. Yeah,
go a little Irish,
and you
give it a
throw them
little
right in
Celtic.
yin and yang.
Yeah.
I love that. You don't like that?
I like that. So
that'd be great.
dice, 4-leaf clover.
Yeah, or a paw print was probably better then. A paw
Yeah.
print for me and a 4-leaf
An
clover
Italian
for you.
horn for me.
No,
Yeah.
a sombrero. You're Mexican. We went over this.
Can you grab my sombrero out there? I have one. And I'll answer this next one.
Yes.
I'll read this next one in my best Spanish accent I can, because when I have my sombrero on, I feel a little more. I want to give it a little more spice.
Okay, please do.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay.
Okay.
So now's when we hit the mute button so we don't get canceled.
Hola, amigos. Mi amo Esteban.
Esteban! You do look really Mexican when you put a sombrero on.
No me gusta.
No me gusta, sorry. Lo
Okay.
siento.
Hi, mommies. I'm glad you guys are back. I need some advice. Just found out my boyfriend, 25, has been flirting with girls at his work and lying about it.
Ooh.
A few of the girls have come to me and shown proof, and he eventually admitted to it. After he admitted to it and said he would change, guess what happened?
He didn't.
He did this again.
Oh, no.
With different girls at his work. Would this be grounds for termination, or is there a chance he'll really change? I need some real mommy advice.
Oh, no.
Willow.
Well, Willow, as my amigo Steve here will tell you, I'm pretty quick to write off people. You gave him a shot. He said no. I would probably say it's time to get to stepping. That's rough. That's a rough one because he lied about it on top of it and he got caught. So then you're like, don't do that. You did it. Stop doing it. And then he did it again. I mean, he clearly isn't. He's just not invested in the relationship. Clearly.
Yeah, he's 25.
Yeah, he's not invested in it.
He's big man on campus at this Chipotle.
Sure,
apparently.
everybody loves him to the Chipotle.
But here's the thing: it's one thing to flirt.
He's the extra guac.
It's another thing to.
He's the extra guac. That's what they call him.
It's another thing to like take it to a level where girls that he works with are communicating to his girlfriend.
I mean, it's
that
not. He's
flirting.
not just saying you look cute today. Like something's happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like there's harmless flirting.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody
Sure.
does it. I think. Right.
Of course.
But
yeah.
but to a degree where it's making people uncomfortable, or
that they have to report you to the authorities, being your girlfriend. Yeah, I think you're coming in too hot. And I think if she didn't already talk to him, I would say, okay, talk to him and blah blah blah. But she's already taken that step, so that seems like a termination for me.
Yeah, you had to talk with him.
He said he would change.
Then he went to a new batch of girls.
New batch. He picked a new
Not
batch
just
of
the old batch.
jalapenos.
Where's this guy working, by the way? It sounds
Chipotle.
kinda...
Chipotle. Well, he got some new jalapenos. He picked them out.
But usually at work, there's like one or two cute girls
spicy.
you can flirt.
Ooh, spicy. Oh, no. I've been in situations where there's been plenty of pretty girls to work at work. Like when I worked at Nordstrom, oh my God, there was like supermodels upstairs in LA. The girls that worked there.
Yeah. I want to find out where he works and if they're hiring.
Not for me. For a friend.
Not for me, though. Yeah, totally for a friend. Okay, well.
Would you say get rid of him?
I would definitely say, yeah, he's. I think. Look, you had to talk once. You can't have that second talk
For sure.
Yeah. So
He's shown his greatest weakness, and it's flirting with people that you don't want him to.
that's right. Yeah. And you are enough, Willow.
Willow, you might be. I don't know you.
You are enough, or you should be, to whomever it is.
That's right. You're enough for somebody, and just might not be this person. Thanks for listening to Two Cool Moms.
Say that one more time.
You might be enough for somebody. It's just not this person.
Where's the calendar? I mean, these are calendar quotes.
These are calendar quotes.
Making
them up
it's
off
like
the top of the
people
dome.
rowing in the office. The teamwork. Yeah, that's the one that
Ambition. Eyes on the prize. Look at the horizon.
Just seeing you work out in any form or fashion.
I'm so out of breath.
Makes me so happy.
I'm so done. We have to cut. I'm done. I got to go throw up.
Guys, we did it.
That's it. Another one. Thank you so much for listening. We love you guys and appreciate you.
Yeah, and you'll be on the road?
I'll be on the road. JoeGattoOfficial.com for tickets and
stevebyrnelive.com for tickets. And don't forget to subscribe.
Yep.
We're here at iHeart, and if you're in the market for a pup,
yeah.
Gatto Pups and Friends.
GattoPupsandFriends.com. Take out a look at all the puppies. Want to volunteer, want to donate, whatever you want to do to help the cause, we love you.
Yeah.
Take care, babies.
These mommies love you, so show us some love.
Please rate us and review us. Follow us on all social media and subscribe to our YouTube.